beginning, I realized I saw the world differently than everyone else. That didn't sit well with some people. But I wasn't for everyone. I guess they were always scared that I'd be a psycho. Sorry now. But a new day brings new opportunities. Sorry now. And I was ready to make a statement. How does the saying go? I am woman, hear me roar.
So I play the Baroness von Hellerman, who is a wickedly brilliant, but also just plain wicked, fashion designer of the hautest of haute couture, who will stop at nothing to retain her place at the top of the food chain in the fashion world, which, as you know, is a pretty vicious chain.
Outside that window display.
I'm so sorry. I can explain that.
Right, time to go.
Sorry, Baroness. Get her.
I play Estella and Cruella de Vil, who are one and the same, but Estella is a very brilliant young girl who becomes a very villainous woman that we all know and love. And this is sort of the backstory of how she became that way.
Stella, it's been so long. You know, I kept staring at you at the party, and then it came to me. That's Estella from school.
What attracted me to do the film, I think that I had a kind of interest and fascination with what the backstory of a character like Cruella de Vil would be. And I first heard about the notion of creating that story when I was doing La La Land, so it couldn't have been further from the idea of Cruella de Vil. So I was very intrigued at the idea of what makes a villain and playing someone like that, because it was so far from anything that I had ever gotten to play before. So I think that was what attracted me.
I'd always wanted to work with Em, and we knew each other a bit, and we just knew that we would have a great time. We didn't know quite how great a time we were going to have. And so it was truly one of the greatest joys of my professional career has been working with Lost Stone, but also with the costumes and the makeup in this movie, designed by respectively Jenny Bevan and Naomi Dunn, were extraordinary. I mean, I've never really, I think, done a movie where 50% at least of the character work has been done by the artists working in those fields, who are both at the top of their game and they've been doing it a long time, like I have. And so it was wonderful to be with this exceptional group of women, all just doing their best work. And also with a wonderful script, which is a redemption story told backwards, which is about two women at work and at each other's throats. And it's not a story I've ever seen. I've never seen that before. So well done, Disney, who were brilliantly supportive to make something that hasn't been done before, that's truly original and thrillingly dark and dynamic and feisty and fierce and fun.
I do think it's so interesting too. What you're saying is so true, because Disney hasn't done something like this before. And it's so wild that it took one of their characters in their IP that they were like, we could create an origin story for this character. To make something so original with a character we've seen before is really, it was the only way the movie should have even been made. And I'm so glad that they hired Craig and Tony and all of the incredible artists, Jenny and Naomi and Nadia, and all of these people that did Fiona, who did our production design, to make something so original and special with a character that we've seen before is not very common, I don't think.
Cruella is playing in theaters where available and on Disney Plus with premiere access now.
getting started, darling. The thing is, I was born brilliant, born bad, and a little bit mad.